Hello, Keel Hauler fans. Tim Fitzgerald here with Kevyn Huntsman of the rugby team. Kevyn, we're going to get to know you a little bit here, okay? Start off telling us where you're from and what brought you to Cal Maritime.
So I actually grew up on the East Coast, and I moved to Los Angeles when I was in high school. I found out about Cal Maritime from some people that have been to my high school and stuff, and figured it's the thing for me. You know, I grew up on boats and stuff like that, so I love working with my hands and all that. So
Natural fit.
yep.
So tell us about maybe some of your post-graduation plans, what you want to do after your time here at Cal Maritime.
So I've done 2 internships in ports. So I'm trying to figure out some things. You know, I have an offer in Philadelphia that I could do, but I'm not quite so sure. Nothing's set in stone yet. So we'll see what happens when graduation comes around.
Gotcha. Talk about your time here at Cal Maritime as a keel hauler. Maybe some of your favorite moments, some of the things that will always stick out for you and you always remember about being a part of this rugby team.
So I think my favorite moment, just being on the rugby team, was just playing in the playoffs, and especially as a freshman and sophomore, you know, getting thrown into, you know, high pressure games when I, you know, had only been playing since I started here as a freshman. I thought it was just a really great opportunity to grow as a player and play some really good teams and big athletes, you know, and it was just it was a great experience for me, and you know, it's been awesome.
What is that experience like when you're taking on some of the big dogs of the rugby world? Cal, St. Mary's, Army, West Point. What are those experiences like?
So, you know, I mean, these guys will tell you we don't back down from anybody. You know, I'm 150 pounds, but I'll tackle somebody that's 350 pounds. Well, at least I'll try. Yeah. So, but you know, it just feels fun. It's just really fun, you know, to be playing against kids that go to Army, West Point. It was a great experience last year. We, you know, just knowing what all those guys do and how much work they put in, and for us to hang on the field with them, it just felt really good. So,
what maybe life lessons do you take from rugby? Things that you'll take from rugby and apply to your daily life moving forward well after graduation?
I would say, you know, rugby, I always say this, it's the ultimate team sport. You know, I grew up playing basketball, football, and baseball, and, you know, those are all team sports, but nothing's quite like rugby. So something I would say that's going to help me moving forward is just the team aspect and just being able to work with anybody and everybody, and just making a team work like a well-oiled engine, you know, so.
Talk about some of your teammates. One thing I've been asking while doing the rugby interviews, a most likely to category. I'm going to throw in a different one this time. Most likely to run for a political office on this roster.
So for that one, I would definitely say Michael McCrew. I'd say he's probably the future president of Uganda. If they even have a president, I'm not really sure. I haven't done my research with that, but he's definitely one of the most well-spoken guys I've ever met, and I've definitely been really privileged and honored to get to know him this 4 years. So.
Who would be most likely to host a late-night talk show? Michael's been a candidate for that twice now. Who's most likely to do that?
I would say it'd probably be a combination. I would say definitely Michael O'Tear. He's, without a doubt, one of the funniest people to be around here. And then, I mean, just you'd have to throw in Zach Nicholas with him, because those two together, it's like they should have a camera following them around already. So.
You got playoffs coming up now. You're going into playoff time, and you've talked about that being some of your favorite moments. Keys to success in the postseason, when you guys are at your best, what's the recipe for that?
You know, I'd say we have a big history here, as far as I've learned, is just playing our structure. We have, without a doubt, some of the best coaches for rugby in the country. And, you know, they prepare us well. And if we execute the things that we need to, I think we can really compete with just about anybody in the country in our league. So I'd say it's just about being prepared and then execute.
Well, Kevyn, thanks for joining us here, telling us a little bit about yourself, and thank you for tuning in.